When someone recommends you a sports anime, you'll think of teamwork, overpowered main character. Because at the start of any sports anime, you'll see that the main character has a big ego, and there's very little teamwork, so they keep on failing, but then the main character sees something in his teammate that he's lacking, and then he changes. Afterwards, the team overpowers everybody and becomes the best team. But in BlueLock, it's quite the opposite. Because if you need to become the best striker, you need to be egoist. That has been said since the beginning of the anime. It's not about playing by yourself or being narcissistic. It's about believing in yourself that you can do it. It's about being the main character, and if you don't, somebody else will steal that place from you. At the beginning of the anime, we see that Ryosuke Kira entered BlueLock to go against ego's beliefs, and that you don't need ego to play in soccer. But later, losing in the admission exams, knowing that his football career would come to an end, we see his true ego despite having lost, as well as blaming his fellow competitors like Isagi and Bachira for his own failings, emphasizing how truly incapable he is of even acknowledging his own deficiencies and weaknesses. On the other hand, we see Yoichi Isagi. If he was never invited to BlueLock, he would have never evolved. He would have never mastered his techniques, but after he came to BlueLock being the lowest ranked player, he used every technique, whether or not it worked, to survive in BlueLock. You just don't wake up one day and be like, I want to fight Mike Tyson. But if you are put in a situation where you had to fight Mike Tyson, or you were going to die, you would probably try everything you know because your life is on the line. When you're given something short to complete in a specific time, you won't have any worry. But if you're given something that you know you won't be able to finish, you think of any possible way to accomplish it. Look at Baro, he names himself as the king. That is pretty egoistic. But he isn't calling himself king for no reason. Off the fields, we see how Baro's workout routine is, how he keeps his surrounding clean, and how he sleeps at a specific time. It may seem weird, but this is what the king does. Being the king of the pitch, he needs to follow this to be on track. Ego notes that awakening is like a puzzle. Like a puzzle, football has many pieces to its success. When these scrambled parts fit into their proper places, the ego will bloom. Ego concludes that awakening is the moment when a striker learns who he really is and his capabilities. It happens with Isagi when he's faced against Baro. Despite him trying his best, he gets destroyed by Baro. Knowing that if he had lost, he had never play football again, he thought of a way that he could score against Baro, and this is called awakening. And there are times when you're stuck in a situation where you don't know what to do. It's like you're stuck in a box and you want to get out. At that moment, you need to try everything you have ever learned. And that is the reason this is called awakening. The reason you always stay back is that you don't learn from your opponents. You have this ego that you are the best and later get defeated by another opponent. You try to improve your techniques, but you don't see what made you lose to them. Analyze what he did to defeat you and adapt to it.